morning, Zompark.
Good morning, Zompark. I'm Bex, that was Mark, and we are the enigmatic, the resplendent, the scintillating, and the often titivating GMZ.
Yes, that was a good description of us, Bex. That was wonderful!
Yeah.
A wonderful description of us. But utter bollocks. But I applaud. Oh, I can't applaud too loud because I missed the microphone. I applaud. What am I applauding? Your use of long and fancy words. Tracy Day says, "Hi guys." Hi, Tracy Day. How are you? Yeah. What was we doing? Where was we up to?
Well, I was basically saying, Googled a thesaurus, innit?
Oh, you Googled a thesaurus, innit? Alright, okay.
Innit.
Well, you know, that's you all over as erudite. Is that how you say the word? Erudite. That's how you say it.
I don't know if you roll the tongue while you do it.
No, you have to. You have to do that. Yeah, erudite. Yeah. So that's you all over as erudite as ever.
No, just fuck off.
Oh, thanks. Okay then. So what have you been up to, Bex, this week, apart from Googling fancy words and pictures of pornography?
I didn't say I've been doing that.
Oh, sorry, I just slipped that bit into the conversation.
You just slipped it in.
Yeah, so what have you done, apart from Googling fancy words and pictures of dildos, what have you been doing to make yourself look clever this week?
I've not been doing anything to make myself look clever. Me and Simon decided to have a movie night and we watched the new Pirates of the Caribbean. That was about it. But it did get me thinking, because the ghosty pirate, they're kind of like zombie pirates. So it got me thinking as to what other films would have zombies in them. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you remember last week we had Duncan Bradshaw on, and he was talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, because obviously the comparable bit between Land of the Dead, where the zombies walk through the water in the river, and obviously Pirates of the Caribbean, where they walk underwater, it's exactly the same scene. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Except one's got a good budget, the other one didn't.
One's not.
One didn't have a good budget, so that's that. But I mean, it's the same principle all over. So really, they're both zombies. What other zombie films are there that have got? Well, non-zombie films.
Non-zombie films.
What have you got? What do you know of? I can't.
Well, I couldn't think of anything, so I kind of reached out to the admin group because I couldn't think of anything. So Joe thought of a good because he came back from the dead, didn't he? Her boyfriend.
What's his name? That guy.
Billy.
It's definitely Billy.
Billy something.
Billy Two Socks.
Billy Two Socks. Yeah, okay, we'll just call him that. But yeah, he came back from the dead. They rose him from the dead, and then he helped him, and then he eventually but he wasn't a bitey zombie. He wasn't a traditional zombie. He was a nice zombie who didn't eat brains.
So how do you define zombie? Do you define zombie someone who's come back from the dead? Because obviously, all of those religious films would be Easter films and stuff. If someone's come back from the dead as a zombie, that is
Well, according to the dictionary, a zombie is technically a corpse that is said to be revived by witchcraft, especially in certain African and Caribbean religions.
Oh, so
actually nothing about eating brains. It's actually a corpse that is risen from the dead.
Comes back to life. I mean, there is something to be said about the history of zombieism is not necessarily linked to how we see zombies. Oh, look, there's Joe. Let me just pop that in. Boo. I'll put that in there. Hello, everyone. Hello, Joe. There we go. Get rid of that. Can I get rid of that? There we go. Hello, right there.
Can I get rid of you?
You can get rid of me. Yeah. What was we talking about? Zombies. So zombies in the in obviously
in movies that aren't zombie movies.
Yeah. I can't think of any, but I mean in Caribbean culture and stuff like that, and Haitian culture and stuff, we kind of see zombies as it's not like in Western culture. I mean that really started with Romero and Hollywood and stuff like that, but it's not necessarily high waving, but not necessarily the.
This is going to distract you thoroughly, isn't it?
It's so distracting. I have a whole thing. It's very distracting. Hi, Tay. Hello. We could just do this. We could just wave at people.
We'll just wave at people all day.
Okay, we need some zombie help, guys. So, what films have undead in them? Zomboobies. Zomboobies. Is that a film?
Who's Zomboobies?
Zomboobies. I don't know if that's a film. Maybe she's referring.
I don't think it's a film.
No, maybe Zombeavers, but that's got beavers
that's
and
zombie
zombies.
beavers.
Zombies in it, so that's a thing. But what was we talking? Yeah, so I'm getting so distracted.
You're getting so distracted.
So they're films. Stop saying it.
Stop distracting.
She said Zomboobies again. Right. Yes.
So a zombie zombie is technically a corpse that's risen from the dead. There is nothing
like Jesus, like Jesus, yes,
like Jesus is a zombie. So kind of like Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah,
that would be technically a zombie film. Is it Jesus Christ Superstar? No, Passion of the Christ. That's what I was thinking.
They're two very different films, Bex. They're two very different films.
Two very different films.
Yeah.
But in Passion of the Christ, he came back from the dead, so he's Jesus a zombie.
Jesus is a zombie. We understand Jesus is a zombie. But what else? What else?
I couldn't actually think of anything else. I couldn't think of any other films, but I know there's loads of them because I've thought to myself while I've been watching films.
What about...
my brain is just addled from booze. And
what about The Corpse Bride?
Yeah, Corpse Bride. So she comes back from the dead, but she's not a brain-eating zombie.
No, she's not a brain-eating zombie.
So she's not a traditional Romero zombie.
Jesus boobies. Why am I reading out random comments?
Jesus boobies.
This is going to make no sense when we do it in audio only. For the podcast on iTunes, people who've been.
But it's okay. You can do that. We'll put it on Patreon.
We'll put it on Patreon later. By the way, if you would like to support us on Patreon, you can do so. It's only a few pounds every month, and you can.
You get to hear this every month, not just as a one-off special when somebody pulls out.
You get to see naked pictures of me and my bra doing a special calendar for men in podcasts.
You're meant to be encouraging people to join the Patreon,
not. But
shying them away.
I've just had this idea, Bex. I think we should share this with the group. Why we're doing this?
Okay.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a calendar of men in podcasts? So men who have been in podcasts, right, in suggestive positions. Suggestive positions and stuff, right? Oh fuck, right, and then suggestive positions, and then we could sell that calendar. We can have that for Christmas, and that'll be in everybody's stockings. Or I'll be in the stockings, whatever. I don't mind. But I think that's a good idea. What do you think? No?
I'm speechless.
Oh, okay.
For once in this whole entire time you've known me, I'm speechless.
Oh, that's good. Anyway,
you're going to do a Rudy Nudie podcast calendar?
Why not?
I'm not getting my tits out. I'm a strong, independent woman, and nobody wants to see it.
I like the way you think you're strong and independent.
Yeah, so guys, if you could think of any films that aren't zombie films that have zombies in them, answer on the postcard and we can read them out next week.
And then we can call them out. We did have loads. I don't know where they're all going. But anyway, where are we up to in the podcast? We should be talking about stuff by now. We're just talking about zombie films. Is that
We're just talking about
Is that a whole thing? Is that our whole podcast this week?
This is the whole beginning, and then the middle bit was the interview, but now we're going to open up the floor to GNZ and they can either ask us questions, topics to talk about.
Oh, okay. So we need. Have they posted any questions yet?
They did on the post I made. Just hang on a second, and I will read one out if I can find it.
Let's see what questions you've got.
Matt Hickman has once again asked if a butterfly would shag a moth, and I'm just not even going to answer
that.
No,
I want to answer that.
Answer that, okay, go on then.
Okay. So Matt Hickman asks, would a butterfly shag a moth? Shag a moth. That's a fat butterfly. Shag. A butterfly. You fucking fuck it. No, that got out of hand. Would a butterfly fuck a moth? Right, that's what he wants to know. So, yeah?
Wants to know, and he's been desperate because he asked me this question months ago, and I still haven't given him an honest answer.
What?
Google didn't throw up an answer. Just don't know.
What about anal? Would it?
Well, I reckon that's the only way.
Is it open-minded? That's what I want to know.
Is it an open-minded moth or an open-minded butterfly?
Well, who's fucking who again? Sorry, I get confused.
A butterfly is shagging the moth.
Yeah, well, of course the butterfly would fuck a moth. I mean, the butterfly's a 10, an easy 10, right? A moth's like a 6 or a 7, isn't it? Right? Then,
therefore, the moth would shag the butterfly, but the butterfly wouldn't shag the moth.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it'd be like insect rape.
Maybe the butterfly got a bit drunk, had a good night. It was fucking out on the plants all night, licking the nectar or whatever the fuck it is. Licking nectar. And just got fucked
That's
up.
That's not all you'll be licking tonight, baby.
And then they got fucked up, and the butterfly just got mashed up, and and that was it. And that's how.
Do you think he chewed
they don't have
wing off the next night? The next day when he woke up next to the moth, he kind of chewed his own wing off.
Hold on.
To avoid waking the moth up.
Yeah, just literally chewed his own wing off. It's all right. I've gone back to a caterpillar. Honestly, I'm a caterpillar. Wiggled off. Anyway, according to Joe, they don't have sex organs. What? They have sex organs. How do they have sex? Bex, you're a nurse. How do you have sex organs?
I'm not a nurse of moths.
You're not a moth nurse.
Not a mothologist or whatever
mothologist.
they're called. What's the name of those people that study moths? I don't know.
Anyway, but if the butterfly is out on the town and he's dressed up, he's having a special night, but then it gets to where it's going, it's like a club or something like that, and it gets there and all the other butterflies are taken, they're all, they're better dancers and know the flat better, they've got nicer patterns on their things, and it's getting about midnight and it's going to leave on its own and it's not happy, and then there's a moth and he's just kind of like, hi, I'm a moth.
May as well then.
May as well.
My self-esteem can't get any lower.
Yeah, exactly. I've already eaten a whole chocolate cake. Well, I may as well fuck them off. Why not? Fuck it. I'm going to have a kebab as well. Bollocks. Anyway.
I'm an unsexy butterfly.
So yeah, and the answer, yes, of course a butterfly in the right circumstances would fuck a moth. I mean, obviously, I don't see the problem with it. I'd fuck a moth. Fuck it. Thank you. Right, anyway.
Is that because you've got no sex organs?
Yeah, I'll fuck it with my finger. I don't care.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Right, next question. Murphy to our group. He wants to know the fucking rat. He wants to know, what have you got against rats?
Look, I haven't got nothing against rats. Well, I do. Rats are not nice, right? So I don't care about rats as such. But what I do have a problem with, and I think everybody should have a problem with this, is Facebook accounts, right, that are not real people, right? And I don't, it's like, someone creates a Facebook account, it's funny, ha ha ha, it's my pet dog, here's my dolphin, here's my fish, they've got a Facebook account, oh, today I swam around the bowl again, oh, ha ha ha, right? But I can only do it for so long. And then, bless you. But we have one in the group, don't we? We have Buddy who's a dog, right?
Yes.
And I've been communicating with Buddy the dog for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And he's a dog! He's a dog!
But to be fair, that dog actually makes more sense than some people in our group combined.
But I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man who's a man of 40 years, right? I'm going bald and I'm talking to a fake dog.
Isn't with the dog or the rat, it's with yourself.
It is. That's it. I'm not blaming the people who create these accounts. It's a problem I have with communicating with fake dog or the fake rat, right? It's not real. It's like me going to, when they take the kids to see Father Christmas and I'll walk over and sit down on his knee. How you doing, Santa? Whoa, what have I got for Christmas?
You sit on Santa's knee?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's not real. He's not real. And the rat's not real. I'm sorry. He's not real. Fuck him. I fuck the rat. I don't care.
I just think Murphy's a cunt. That's all I've got against him.
And he's a cunt as well. It's a two-edged thing, isn't it? It's like he's not real in the same way that the Tooth Fairy, Santa, Jesus and Buddha are, right? And he's a cunt, right? At least Jesus and Buddha were all right,
Yeah. Yeah.
So there we are.
Right, next question.
Yep.
Mark Nye, he wants to know, if you could switch lives with anybody famous for one day, who would it be and what would you do?
Okay. So that's easy. I would be Mark Nye, the butchmonger guy. That's who I'd be.
He's not famous though.
Oh, he's famous to me. Mark Nye, the butchmonger guy. He can butch the monger. Is he a butcher or a monger? A fishmonger? Which one is he?
I think he's both. That's where the butchmonger things come from.
It's cross-contamination though, isn't it? It's
yeah, you don't want your meat on your fish.
No!
Or maybe you do want your meat on your fish, I don't know.
Maybe you do, I don't know. Sometimes I like a fishy meat. A little bit of fishy meat.
There's nothing to do with me.
No, go on, Bex, you go first. Who would you be if you could be a famous person for a day?
Do you know what? Actually, thinking about it, because I think Tracy posted this in the group, the admin group earlier. I'd be that woman who had sex with like 917 guys in one day just to see what it was like.
Hold on, back up. What? There was a woman who had sex with 9...
So there's a woman who holds the world record for having sex with the most number of guys in 12 hours. So it's something like 917. It's like one bloke every 45 seconds. And I'd love to know what went through her head and like what kind of mental problem she's got that she has just lay down on a bed and let 917 dicks enter her.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
I think after the first 30 or 40, you probably didn't feel the rest. You know, they just went...
You'd have a non-vag.
Yeah, it's 919 according to Tracy. That's a lot. See, it's just like bam bam, isn't it? It's a bam bam. It's for 45
It's like
seconds.
in out.
You wouldn't even know.
You
wouldn't even know. It's disgusting. It's gross.
I hope they use condoms.
I was about to say the same thing. Otherwise, it's like a swimming pool's worth. It's like, you could fill up a paddling pool in that.
A paddling pool of semen.
Oh, it'd be like a children's TV program on TV. They get gunged. Oh my god!
Like Funhouse.
Yeah.
With semen.
I've been gunged in semen, just hanging off your face.
That's not a children's program. It's like Eurotrash or something.
They wouldn't know. They would never know. It's just normal guns to them. They don't know. They don't know where it came from. It's warm guns. You've pre-warned it. But like, where did it? Where? Why? It's like, it's a psychological problem, isn't it? No, that's one problem.
Well, apparently the woman who held the record before her was something like 760.
Yeah, you don't want to go 762 because that's ridiculous. You want to go for a few hundred more, don't you? You don't want to do it again. Yeah. You want to hold that record for a while.
She competed with the woman who held the world record as well, so they were kind of competing against each other. I don't know at what point this woman was like, "That's it, my fanny's had enough," and walked off. Or how long the other woman carried on for, and how many other men she carried on for. I
just imagine her going home that evening, sitting down with chips and eggs, right?
She'd need one of those rings that you get, when you get a hemorrhoid.
Oh, and her husband says, "Are you not sitting down for tea?" And she goes, "No, I'm all right. I'm gonna stand up over here." And so, "Did you have a busy day today, love?" "Oh, run off my feet."
Oh, I was fucked.
I was fucked. Run off my feet. No, I never had such a busy day. It was, storming it was. Storming. But I mean, how do you come back from it? I mean, like, that's now your identity, isn't it? And I do feel desperately sorry for it. I mean, it's when you hear about these stories of internet notoriety, and it's good for a while, I suppose, when you're young and you're beautiful. But when you get to, later in your life and you have children and a family and grandchildren, and it's not good for your psychological well-being or their family psychological well-being. It's not a good thing.
Can you imagine your kids, imagine your grandkids, and they're saying, "Oh, what did you do? What did you do interested in your life, Granny?"
Oh, this is the best scenario, right? So your grandchild goes into school, and in school is Mr. Policeman, who's going to teach you all about Google and the dangers of, right? Oh, what? Who wants to volunteer? I'll volunteer. Why don't you Google your granny and see what happens? There we go. Type in my granny's name. Oh, that's a shock, isn't it? The whole school sees that.
I'm currently reading Ian's book, who was meant to be on...
Ian Woodhead, who was supposed to be on
the podcast.
What book
today.
Is it that you're reading that is his?
So I'm reading The Unwashed Dead, which is the first book in his series.
Yeah.
It's really good, actually. I've had to really concentrate on it because there's a lot of characters.
What do you mean concentrate?
So sometimes when I read, especially a zombie book, because they're very similar, you don't have to concentrate very hard,
right?
And you can just skim through it. But this one, I've had to really concentrate, and I've had to kind of because I was like, "Fuck, who's this character now?" And the characters are all in kind of little mini groups. And there's a serial killer in it as well, which is shaking things up a little bit. But I'm waiting to see what the serial killer does. But it's really good. The characters are brilliant. The characters are really well written. And
whereabouts?
I've just had to concentrate.
Whereabouts is it based? Is it based in England?
It's set in a really rough council estate in England. I can't remember where.
Right.
I'm sure it tells me at some point.
Is it like a working class type thing?
Yeah, so lots of chavs, lots of gun crime, lots of burglaries and stuff. And basically the zombie outbreak has happened just in this estate.
Oh, well, they've cordoned off the estate.
And they're cordoning it off, and they're sending kind of clean.
Nice.
To kind of get rid of it. But I'm only about halfway through it, so I can't really tell you any more than that because I'm not sure how it ends. I don't want to spoil it.
No, you don't want to spoil it.
It's really good. I'd definitely pick it up and read it, guys, because it's
like
99p for the 4-book series, the 4-book at the moment on Amazon.
Okay.
It's 99p.
We know Tracy's watching, and Tracy is our official book reviewer.
She is. I'm definitely on Tracy's.
So how many Tracy, what was it? Brain stars. How many Tracy brain stars are you going to give it, Tracy? Anyway, she also asked a question while she's thinking about that. I'm going to answer it. If you could get any author on the podcast, who would it be?
Do you know what? I think we've actually had all of the ones that
All of our favourite authors we've had.
have been on.
Yeah. So obviously,
so Mark Tufo was like the dream, and then suddenly he was like, yeah, oh come on, and we were like, what the fuck?
So we did. Oh, hang on. Tracy's just come back with an answer. 5 Tracy Brain Stars for Ian Woodhead's. Who is this book by? It's Ian Woodhead, Jeff. Ian Woodhead, and it's got 5 Tracy Brain Stars, and it's called The Unwashed Dead. Is it Unwashed?
The Unwashed Dead.
The Unwashed Dead. And it's a British
4
working
books,
cartoon.
one big collection, 99p.
God, you're good at this. You should sell this book. So Mark Tufo was the dream.
He was the dream.
He was the dream for a while. And that was cool because, we wanted him, and then he came on, and that was nice. But then I kind of got into Rhiannon Frater's stuff, and I was like,
she's good.
She became my new book hero because I read The Last Bastion, which I was a few years late on that. Everybody else had read it, and then I got to it, and then it was amazing, and I was like, this is incredible because it's sci-fi and it's zombies, it's everything that I like, it's dystopian, and but the nice thing about the way Rhiannon writes is it wasn't just sci-fi, zombies, dystopian stuff. The characters and the story were the main story. All the rest was back. The fact that there were zombies and the fact that there was all this sci-fi stuff going on was really nothing to do with the characters, as it were. Well, they were, but they weren't. You know what I mean? I get who was it who asked a question the other day? Was it Jeff or was it someone else? Someone asked a question in the group the other day about love and romance in zombie stories. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've had this before, and Rhiannon answered it really well. Zombies are only the background. That's it.
Yeah, the characters make the story.
Yeah, that's your answer. Whether you have zombies, werewolves, freaking witches, whatever monster you choose or whatever background you choose, it could be set in space, it could be set, under the earth, under the sea, wherever. That's just background. What makes the difference in the story is the characters. So you can't have a story without relationships. It's impossible.
No.
You can't.
It's human nature to have relationships as well. In times of trouble, we claw together and forge.
It's genetics. It's survival, right? Because one human being versus a tiger loses every time, right? 2 human beings versus a tiger stands a better chance. 10 human beings with sticks, you're going to win every time, right?
Unless it's a fast tiger, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a fucking kung fu tiger, something like that. Gets out his own sticks, fucking coming up. Anyway, but that's why humans cling together, because that's how we survive, is by coming together. So when you have something bad happen, like a zombie apocalypse or nuclear fallout, then people will find other people, and people will love other people more because it's more important to love in those circumstances.
Yes. I agree. I concur.
Good. Concurring is good. What should we do now? Should we do? Is there more GMZ podcast stuff we're supposed to be doing? I know we haven't.
Just the ending. No, we've got to do the advert for Matt.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. Should we do Matt's advert live? Let's do that because this week. The episode is sponsored by Matt Hickman, the horror author. Last time we did an advert was for Suzanne Sussex. Thank you very much, Suzanne. We pre-recorded the advert and sort of slotted it into the podcast, which I thought we was going to do, but I think we could do that now, couldn't we? This week's podcast is sponsored by extreme horror author Matt Hickman.
Or as I call him, Matt the Cunt Hickman.
Matt has published an uncountable number of extreme horror stories, although I believe I could probably count them. There's only 10. Including novellas, short stories and anthologies. The man is a writing machine. Matt is also GMZ. He's one of the admin in the group. And he's an all-round good guy. He's well known in the indie author world, and he's always there. He always helps people. He's always been a sarcastic bastard. All of the good stuff.
One of my favourite stories of his is Amnesia, which is about 6 people who take part in a medical trial, and the story is really gruesome, intense, it's fast-paced, it goes all over the place, it's great. I won't give too much away about it, but it's definitely a must-read if you like gory horror and suspense.
Another favourite is Jeremy, which focuses on a schoolboy who, after a run-in with a school bully, finds himself having depraved and evil thoughts. Again, this is a story that you can't put down. And it's also, I think it's based on the Pearl Jam song, isn't it, Jeremy? I believe he told me once. So that's a good reference.
Yeah. But let's not forget the all-time best story, the infamous Zippy George dildo story. And I'm not going to tell you what that one is about. I need you to kind of go out and buy it and find out for yourself. I mean, the guy may be a cunt, but damn, he can write.
So check out Matt Hickman on Amazon today. Most of these stories are free on Kindle Unlimited or around 99p. They're an absolute bargain. If you get a chance, what's it called? Sinister Scribblings, isn't it? His anthology he did of his own stuff. He put some new authors at the end of it as well, but it's mainly all of his short stories and stuff he's done for Flash Fiction and stuff.
I loved that book. It was brilliant.
I just know it's one of my favourite books, and I know I've made anthologies, but I'm not a big anthology reader, and that was one of my favourites. So there you go.
There you go, 5 Matt Hickman's books today.
And that's the advert. That's how we make adverts, people. If you want an advert, you can have an advert. We don't charge a lot.
If you want Bex to call you a cunt live on a podcast, chuck us a tenner and we'll do it. We'll do it for you.
Yeah, we'll do it. We don't care. Right, let's see what the comments are saying. He's a cunt, who's a cunt, he's a cunt, I'm a cunt. Right, okay. But Kirkman and Bonnet Singer, the Walking Dead novels, had their characters have relationship, but they seem desperate and fleeting due to the apocalyptic happenings. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm a bit slow tonight. Still can't get over how easily you'll throw around the word cunt. I know. I still can't get over it.
Who said that?
That was Jeff. Jeff, I'll tell you a funny story about that. So, you know, we were just talking about Mark Tufo. So Mark Tufo... I
love this. This is my favourite. Like, this is the most favourite thing that's happened to me in my whole entire life.
So Mark Tufo is a stand-up guy, as everybody knows. He's a real nice guy. He's obviously... used to be in the Marines, so he's a Marine, and he's a nice guy. He's very polite, as all former Marines are, or all Marines are. They're all very polite, and they call you sir and ma'am and all that stuff, and it's great. But he's also chilled as well, isn't he? He's not very formal. He's quite a chilled guy. So we start talking to him, and Bex uses the word cunt about 3 times in about 10 seconds. And we had...
I was reining it in that day as well.
You was reining it in, and we actually had to stop, didn't we? Because he was a bit taken aback. He was like, "Whoa! Can we just stop? What's happening?" Because why are you allowed to say that? And we're like, "Oh, Beck says that. She's loud." So yeah, that was.
I actually shocked Mark Tufo with my
and this is Mark
offensive
Tufo,
language.
the Marine zombie author,
all
horror guy, all round badass, yeah. And
I offended him with my language.
Yes, well that was awkward, but yeah.
He did say he liked my accent.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff is also was in the services as well. Sorry, Jeff, I forgot. So yeah, you're all very polite. Actually, do you know what? People moan about Americans, and I was doing this the other day. I had a moan about Americans, right? And it's not your fault, Americans. It's the American media and the stupid politicians you have on both sides of the fence. So I'm not getting in the middle. But like every American I've ever met has actually been really nice. I've never met a bad one. Like, I'm sure I will eventually. One will find me now. I've said that, but like everyone I've met has been really nice.
They'll seek you out.
They'll seek me out, and they'll go, "I'll prove you wrong. Take this." Yeah.
I'm a cunt.
Yeah, but I've never met a bad one. They're all really polite, really nice, lovely people. I meet horrible British people all the time. So,
yeah, all the time.
People think we're very polite. Most of them I've ever met are rude people.
Rude ass bitches.
Yeah. I mean, that's a massive generalisation, but just generally, because I meet a lot more British people, I meet a lot more rude ones. Yeah. Plus, I think, right, and this is a theory of mine, and obviously there's no scientific backing to this theory, right? Obviously. But I think Americans think that we're polite. They think we're like the Queen or something. So they rein it in when they see us.
But that's because of the British media.
Yeah, it is. And all politicians suck. You're absolutely correct. Both sides of the pond, British and American, they'll suck. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they see us over there, and they go, "Oh, it's Prince William or something." And I go, "No, it's just me. I'm having a pint of Stella." And they go, "Oh, no, it's royalty. Hello there, hello." And they're very polite, and we have a polite conversation. Do you know what is funny? and this has absolutely no bearing on zombies or this podcast or anything that I'm saying. But right, in my job, I use a lot of braces. You know, braces that you wear on trousers. Yeah. And Americans call them suspenders, don't they? So, so it's always funny when they call them suspenders.
Because suspenders are a completely different thing over here.
Like we put suspenders on ladies, and we like the look of suspenders on ladies because they're nice.
And on the men sometimes.
And on the men, you know, depending on, you know, where you are. But that's cool, and I think suspenders...
We don't judge.
We don't judge, but suspenders are cool, and sometimes you call them suspenders, and you say, oh, I like my suspenders, ha ha ha, do you want to flick my suspenders? And I'm just thinking, ha ha ha.
Suspenders.
Yeah.
The word's lost all meaning now.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we up to? Should we do the end of the podcast?
Yes.
Right, so, well, that's the end of an episode.
You know, I do think we've got this podcasting down now. I mean, I was a little worried about the format change, but I'm actually loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving the format change.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it's good. I mean, I like the... being able to chill out and just chat and talk about stuff. It's better than, you know, when we had to like suck demon dick and stuff. But I mean, that was bad
on your mouth.
Yeah, it didn't go well for me. But yeah, I think so far this has been going really well.
Yeah, I know we're only 2 episodes in, but hey, I think we're doing it good. So don't forget, guys, if you like our podcast, we also have a Facebook group where we discuss all things zombie. We have quizzes, you can win stuff, etc., etc.
Yeah, and this week we're doing something so bloody exciting. Bloody exciting. Damn bloody exciting!
Bloody exciting.
I feel very British all of a sudden having bloody wrote down there for me to read. Bloody exciting! Oh dear. We've got 14 people locked in a room. Have we got them locked? No, we haven't got them locked in a room.
No.
Apparently that's not allowed.
You may have 14 people locked in a room, but I haven't.
Oh, there'll be 13 later. 14 people locked in a room, mostly authors, but Bex has managed to wangle her way in there too. You love wangling.
I like wangling.
Did you have a good wangle before you come on air earlier?
I did.
Good. I love a wangle too. Anyway, they're writing flash fiction stories as we speak. They're writing them down. Bex is writing it mentally because physically she's doing this. And then what they're going to do is each one is going to record a video of them reading their story. They're going to like narrate the story. They're going to make cool little videos of them reading it. Do you know what I really want? Sorry to change the subject again. So, you know what I really want? I want like one of the authors to do their story whilst running down the road. Like, so literally get their camera and then video and then run down the road. So they're like, I'm running away from zombies. The zombies are behind me. And that sort of thing. But I don't know if anybody's got the guts to do that. I'm certainly not.
No, it probably wouldn't work.
So yeah, this is what's going to happen. 14 authors and me and Bex. We're going to...
So 12 and us two.
Yeah, 12 authors and me and Bex are all going to write a short story, a flash fiction story about zombies. Then we're going to record us narrating them, and then every single day over the 14 days, we're going to publish one on the Facebook group for you to see.
And it's starting next week. Is it the 4th we're starting?
Yes.
The 5th or the 5th? It's the 5th, the Monday, isn't it? Yes, we're starting on the 5th. And it's going to run 14 days. Valentine's present because we love you all so much. So search Good Morning Zombie closed group. You're welcome to like our community page too, for all the good stuff happens on the group. So make sure you join the group.
Good things happen in the group, such as Mark's Monday morning caption contest. So Mark's Monday morning caption contest is as fun as it sounds. It's as fun as it sounds. Mark, that's me, posts a picture, and all you have to do is caption it.
That's what you've got to do.
That's all you got to do. It's fucking genius.
Fucking simple.
I'm a fucking genius. Anyway, so yeah, this week's caption was a group of zombies that were either running away or running towards something. I'm not sure. There was either running from something, like, or they was running towards something, like, and anyway, there was running. Maybe there was an ice cream van. And a man was going. He had like cornets with brains and then like fingers for flakes in the top, and like that, and it was like. They played a little tune as he went by, and then the ice cream van went by and then it was and then they got there and it was just ice cream, and they was disappointed, and they was like, this is terrible. Maybe that happened.
Maybe that happened. I like Tracy's suggestion though, Tracy Teasdale, who said that they were going to be disappointed when they realised they weren't running for brains faggots and when they found out what brains faggots really were. That made me giggle. It made me titter.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Because they're brains. They're not brains. They're brains faggots. They're not actually brains. The zombies are going to be disappointed.
There were some good ones this week. But the winner he's watching this. The winner is Jim Cheney. Cheney? How do you say it? Cheney.
I'm going to say Cheney.
I'm going to say Cheney. Fuck it. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. You say Cheney, I say Cheney. We don't care.
You are the worst at pronouncing people's names.
Yeah, I know. Right. Little known fact about the podcast. Joe's making the same comment over and over again. Don't forget to big up all the weekly features. I will big up the weekly features when I get round to it in a minute, sassy. What was I saying?
About you mispronouncing names all
the
time?
Little story about me mispronouncing names. I do it all the time. That's the little story. So what I do, before the beginning of the podcast, before we do the interview, I make them tell me how to say their name properly. And even
sometimes he still gets it wrong.
Yeah, remember Suzanne Sussex? I called her Susan.
Well, you called her Susan, weren't you?
Yeah, what a prick. I'm an absolute
prick.
I'm an absolute prick. Anyway, so Jim Cheney, who compared the zombies to a dystopian football league match between Man City gut munchers and Tottenham rotters. Considering is that your dog?
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Can you guys hear that? It sounds like she's got a warthog in her living room. It just found some truffles.
Zeus, come here.
Zeus, you want to be famous? Do you want to be on the TV? Mark got it right the first time. Mark got it right.
Did you? So it's Cheney.
Cheney.
I was trying to pronounce it a bit posher.
Oh, look, a little doggy woggy. Can't we have the dog on instead of Ian?
Instead of me?
Ian.
I don't think it'd be. It was not a conversation.
Oh, but look, he's so cute, his little facey.
But he sounds like a warthog.
Yeah, when he's snuffling for truffles. Yeah, anyway, Jim, you win a GMZ bottle opener thing, but because you live on the other side of the Atlantic, you may get it at some point, you may not get it. I don't know.
It all depends on the Royal Mail.
I don't fucking know. Like, we had the Royal Mail, and it gets to America, and then like Trump's like, I'm going to put fucking tariff on that shit. That's from the Royal Mail. Like, yes, you got to pay $1 billion tax because we
That's
make
not coming over the wall.
No, you're not having that. Fuck you. And then like someone else goes, well, it's just a bottle opener, you know, and he's like, well, yeah, and then it gets awkward. So yeah, that might take a while. Anyway,
well, we best mention the weekly features before.
Yes, which weekly features are we talking about?
Well, we do. So Jo does a Friday Follies on a Friday where she talks about random stuff, and then Tracy does a book chat on a Wednesday. Talks about books, and then Diane does Tete Tuesday where she talks about stuff, but they're all very different stuff.
They're all very different, yeah. I mean, I do have a favourite. I'm terrible. It is obviously my own Mark's Monday Morning Caption Conference because it's very good. But Friday Follies is actually one of the most popular posts we do every week, and normally Bex and I miss out on it because we're doing this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We don't get to see it. So that's a really good post. I like Di's Tate Tuesday. I like it, but it's like it's very highbrow for me, isn't it? I need something like low level, stupid. Like I need something for morons. So I think next week you should do something for morons and stop the fucking rat. I don't want no more rat. No more rat.
We don't want any more rat in the kitchen.
Yeah. What's Matt moaning about? I win every week. Cheating attention whore. Yes, that's true. What else have we got to talk about before we go? Let's talk about what we've been up to. So. We're going off script a little bit again because I don't care. I don't care about scripts and stuff. Treasure chests. Does anybody remember Treasure Chests? It's a charity anthology we did for breast cancer care. It's really good. If you haven't bought it yet, go buy it. It's really nice. It's on Kindle Unlimited as well. So if you've got KU, go download it, read the book. It's actually really good. So that's that. That's for charity. We've got a new one coming out, which is called The Queuing Dead, which is not for charity, but it does have some amazing authors. All of the best authors that you could possibly imagine. It's a slight comedy type book. It's it's zombies set in Britain. It's got like a comedy twist. The sort of joke is that it's like The Walking Dead in Britain. So that's the kind of the thing. Duncan Bradshaw, who was on last week, he's part of it as well, and he's doing this character that instead of being Negan is actually Nigel. So I thought that was kind of funny.
I like that idea.
My stories, I've got a story in it too, and mine is Tailors versus Zombies. That's my story.
I like that idea. I want to read that.
Yes, well, you will read that. You will read that.
I will read it. I will read that.
Very soon. What else? Have we been doing any... Oh, we've got GMZ Live. GMZ Live in August.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about GMZ Live in August.
So
tickets are on sale now.
Tickets are on sale now. So that's
Or you can stalk one of the authors that we've got in it, because they may give you one if you stalk them well.
So, yeah, all of the authors that are involved, if you have a look on the GMZ Live page, there is a Facebook page for it. There's a website for it as well. Just type into Google GMZ Live and it will come up. And you can see all of the authors involved, and all of those authors have some tickets that they can give out for free. Or you can buy tickets. If you don't want to win competitions, you don't want to enter competitions, just go buy tickets. But if you don't want to pay out actual money, go follow their social medias and stuff. They will be giving them out. Some have already done it. Some need to do it. But the idea with GMZ Live is in August, on a Sunday night, we've rented out a cocktail bar, and Bex and I have got a little stage, and we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this, and we're going to have some authors over there, and we're going to be talking to them and asking them questions. And you're going to be like sitting over there, and you're going to be cheering and whooping as we say things. And drinking. And there's going to be a bar there, and you're going to like line up shots, and me and Bex are going to drink them in between the interviews. So like... So when we get to the end the last interview, we're not going to know what the fuck is happening. And then there's going to be a big fist fight, and then Bex is going to win and kill everybody, and then that'll be the end. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that.
That's the plan anyway. It could go awry, you never know.
I'm really looking forward to that.
And me. It's not the killing people bit.
No. Is that it? Is that everything that we're doing this year? Or are we doing anything else?
Well, I've just got to remind people to give us 5 stars on Amazon, because we live off the stars. We love the stars. It fuels us. It feeds our energy.
Yeah, I mean, 5 stars is nice. Obviously, 4 stars is okay. 3 stars, Beck starts to get a bit antsy. So don't do the 3 stars.
2 stars, I find out where you live. I've got access to databases, man.
I've got access to databases. Oh dear. It sounds like a 10-year-old on Xbox Live. I've got access. I'm going to be coming around your house.
The address.
Yes. Book reviews. Tracy's just reminded me. So Tracy, who's our resident book expert, Tracy Day. She's going to be doing. She's going to be continuing her series of book reviews on the podcast. So coming on as a host and talking about book reviews. I think is James next. Is it James Wallace she's doing next?
Yes,
I think so. So
she's in James's boudoir.
She's in James's boudoir next week, which should be good because obviously James and Tracy have a good rapport. James Wallace is a nice guy. He's another one from across the Atlantic, which is awesome. So yeah, we're going to be doing him next week. I don't know who we've got on as a guest next time round because I'm not sure who it is or whether or not Ian's coming back.
I can find out for you.
Okay.
Next week is Kevin Kennedy.
Oh, Kevin Kennedy? No fucking way! No, Kevin's a good guy.
And for some reason that's next week and not in 2 weeks' time like
yeah,
I've been doing.
I think I paused up. So yeah, anyway,
I think you did.
Kevin's on, and that's good. All right, let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive. Mark paused up, but it's good. It's good.
We got Kevin Kennedy on.
Kevin Kennedy's good. So he's on next week. Tracy's obviously going to be doing her James Wallace thing. And I guess that's it for this week. I've got to try and edit this into an actual podcast that I can put onto iTunes and Spotify and all those other places.
It's your own fault for waffling on like a waffly...
Waffle-iron. A waffly moron?
Like a waffly moron.
It's a bit harsh.
Like a bird's eye potato waffle.
Bird's eye potato waffles, the waffly versatile.
And this is why you did the editing, not me.
That's going to be our new jingle in between the segments. You're going to get that every week. Bird's eye potato waffles, the waffly versatile.
They go with beans, chili.
Okay.
I remember a little bit of the song.
You're not in charge of jingles.
Oh.
Right, that's it for this week. I think that's enough podcasting. I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to edit tomorrow. I'm not doing any more tonight. I'm going to go have a drink. So you guys, everybody, have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining us live on our Facebook group. And that's it, really. That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.